Today on the channel, we swim through all the muck of New York City with the New York Comic-Con exclusive Muckman, Joe Eyeball, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Super 7 Ultimate.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got something special. We got the glow-in-the-dark New York Comic-Con exclusive Muckman and Joe Eyeball. But for all your Muckman and Joe Eyeball needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. You can also go to the Super 7 website itself, put in code KyleP at checkout to support this very YouTube channel. So there you go. But this one, originally a New York Comic-Con exclusive about a year ago as I'm filming this. However, it has since went to the Amazons of the world, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Stores, things like that. So you can track this down if that is your thing. And it is a simple repaint, a perfect one for a Comic-Con event like that. However, it's playing a lot of hits for me as it does glow in the dark. You know me, I love glow in the dark stuff. Working on that glow in the dark closet. I'm going to put every single glow in the dark figure in a closet, and I'm going to turn the lights on, get them all charged up, shut the door with myself in there, and just have to wear shades in there. It's going to be so bright when all things are said and done. So it should be fun in the future. So I guess we'll stay tuned for that one of these days on the channel. But we should also stay tuned on the channel for how we're going to do this unboxing. Is we're going to do it like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And of course, this is back in the days when we got those nice cardboard covers. Got that going on right there. For those keeping track, see you later, goodbye. But a very cool packaging design on this one. Usually we get kind of the green colors and stuff. We got almost a peach color on this one. Of course, manhole cover with Muckman's face on it. Glow in the dark around there, looking really beautiful. Glow in the dark Turtles logo in the back, looking really good. We got Ultimates at the top once again. Of course, slip cover style. We know how that works. Slide that bad boy off. Give it a little spin. See you later. Goodbye. Big figure. Big hulking figure. Now, we did unbox the regular edition of this one on the channel, so check that one out. We'll bring it out to compare it later on in this video as well. But glow in the dark Muckman and Joe Eyeball in the package here. And of course, packaging glows in the dark. You can kind of see all that muck, I guess we'll call it, from the Muckman right there. On the sides, looking good. Looking good. And then on the back, got War and Peace about Muckman and Joe Eyeball. We're going to read it. Let's see what it says about this gruesome twosome here. The garbage gathering ghoul and his parasitic pal. Mutated with muck and transformed with trash, this fuming former sewer worker oozes mysteriously through the city's sewer system. Searching for morsels of muck, sludge, and slime. Don't be fooled by the clothespin on his nose. That's not to keep the smell out. It's to keep the garbage in. But what does Muckman have besides a nose clogged with gunk? He's got Joe Eyeball, the amazing three-eyeballed, no-nosed parasitic pal who decomposes his way through sewer pipes and can see through the thickest sewer stench. How about that? Now, that is the same blurb we got in the back of the last one, if you guys remember back to that video, of course. A beautiful package once again. Got the pinkish, kind of peachish color back there. See you later. Goodbye. We're going to get him out of the package. And of course, we got two little trays on this one. We're going to get this out and see what's going on with this. So we got a whole plastic tray right here for this one. See you later. Goodbye. And it's just that big old gun he had before. Of course, you have worms and varmints and parasites and flies, all kinds of stuff over this. Looking very interesting. It does say turtle soup. Peas worm. Okay. It does have a little bit of writing on there, but nice silver color on this one. No problems with that. And I guess I'm just going to go in. I'm not going to try to take it offline. I'm just going to cut him on out. We're just going to free this guy right here. Hopefully we will. We'll see. We'll see if we can get him out. But of course, got extra hands with him. And this is kind of like a variant chase edition. I guess it's an exclusive, so it is different, as we do know. Can I get him out? Is he locked around his head? Yes, he is, of course. Of course. Almost like a young Todd McFarlane from the couch over here. We're locked in all over the place. Stick those over to the side. Now we're ready to go. Now business is ready to pick up. See you later. Goodbye. All right. Packaging gone. Time to get down to the old meat and, of course, the potatoes. Never forget the potatoes. But we do get the extra hands, so we got 2 gripping hands out of the package for old Muckman. Then we get kind of this webbed hand with gunk in between. Like he just blew his nose in his hand. He's got snot all through it. Oh, we've all been there. It's a disaster. You just have a sneeze come up out of nowhere and you just got snot all over your hands. I don't know what you do. You find your dog and you just wipe it on your dog. I think that's what you do. I don't know. You guys fact check that if you want to. We do got that, and then we got this other kind of mutated hand as well. So on brand, we saw these in the past. Now, I didn't use these with the last version. I may use these with this one, like I said, to make them feel as different as possible. That's what you got to do with things like this. That is my plan as of right now. But now we get old Joe Eyeball, and we're going to start with his garbage can. I almost said cabbage can. Oh, that's where the cabbage goes, though, in the garbage. Nobody likes cabbage. See you later. Goodbye. Get out of here with that cabbage stuff. I mean, I don't mind it sometimes, but sometimes when you get like Chinese food or something, they have like cabbage as like a garnish, and it leaks all that cabbage juice in. Oh, it ruins that sesame chicken or kung pao chicken or whatever you're eating. Who knows? But enough cabbage talk. How about garbage talk here? And I do like that we got the glow-in-the-dark over the top kind of oozing over. There's that pizza slice once again looking good. Big old fishbone right here. Shout out to Fishbone. And then you got a soda can over here in hot pink. So some different colors here against, of course, the gray garbage can. And Joe Eyeball, another guy that loves to live in a garbage can, of course, like a young Oscar the Grouch, as we said before, I'm guessing. But he is all translucent, glow-in-the-dark. I guess not translucent, but that frosty kind of glow-in-the-dark color. You see a figure like this, you're like, oh, I bet he glows in the dark. And, of course, sit him under some lights for a little bit, and, man, he'll charge up and he'll glow for a long time. Glow-in-the-dark technology has come a heck of a long way in like the last decade or so. I remember as a little kid getting glow-in-the-dark stuff and it barely glowed in the dark, barely even worked. Now you put these guys under lights, and I mean, you could almost light a room for like an hour with some of these. Maybe that's a little extreme, but you know what I mean. But it does look really good. He's got his 2 eyes at the top, 1 eye down low. You got articulation on the hands for him, a little head articulation. Definitely looking interesting. Definitely looking like a Joe Eyeball, looking like a slimy creature. However, with a heart of gold, as we do know, and he loves to live in that garbage can. Garbage can plugs into the back of him, and we'll do that here in a little bit. But now let's dive into old Muckman. Once again, Muckman looks like a janitor or a guy that escaped from prison. He's got this big orange jumpsuit going on, looking very, very bright. It is a very bright figure without being glow-in-the-dark. It's still a very bright figure. Looking at the head, very similar. You got that bright pink tongue on this one, the yellow teeth. The 2 different mismatched eyes looking very cool. You got some bugs crawling on his face. You got kind of those beard-like worms going on, almost like tentacles from an octopus. And then you got a banana on top of his brain. Why wouldn't you? You know, it's monkey business after all. And some monkey came by and planted that right there. I'm pretty sure that did happen. He does got his name tag on there, New York Sanitation. What's that say? Garson Grunge. Is that his name, apparently? Garson Grunge. And it looks like even in his human form, he's got mismatched eyes. So it happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us, of course. Bugs throughout on this one. Bones of like fish bones and things. Worms. Love little pieces of skeleton popping through once again. You got pop cans, apples, milk jugs, milk containers, soda bottles. Of course, core of an apple. Another beautiful pizza slice. He's got all kinds of stuff. Spiders going up and down over him. He is just a mess. He is truly a muck man at the end of the day, but looking very cool. Soda cans on the back here, on the tricep as well. Definitely cool, and you got that same kind of translucent plastic throughout on this one. I keep saying translucent. I guess frosted plastic that makes it, you know immediately that this is glow in the dark. So I guess I should correct myself there, but it definitely looks glow in the dark. You know what's going on. He's got kind of the mushrooms on the side as well. Just every time I look at this from a different angle, I find something new. You do got the plug-in hole in his back, of course. And speaking of holes, he's got a big hole through his stomach. You can look right through there if you want to. Very cool there. That's just full of muck is what he is. He does got on his foot down here. He's got the manhole cover. Really does act as a stand for this guy as well, which is pretty nice. There is no peg hole on the bottom of the feet on here. So no stand needed though with that nice base. And then of course this plugs right into the back as we saw earlier with the first edition. At least it should. Can I line it up? Can we get it in there? Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. There we go. Little fight, but oh no, Joe Eyeball took a header. Joe, where are you going? Put it back in there, but it does look really, really good, of course, when you put him in there. Now, articulation can be identical with him. Pretty good movement out of that big head, up and down, a little side-to-side action. Holy cow, I did not know this happened here, and I wonder if that happened with the original. So I got the original right here. I'm going to see if this... Oh, look at that. So I missed this on the original one. I just saw it right here. His brain cap is removable. So that's an interesting one. So I guess you can stick stuff down in his brain if you wanted to. Totally missed that in the first review. So why didn't anybody tell me? Why did no one tell me that? But you could do the same thing here, and you could technically mix and match those if you really wanted to. So I think that is kind of cool. That is removable. I did not know that until right now. So I guess you could stick some ooze. I think didn't the original Playmates one, you could stick ooze and it would come through his like eyes and mouth. And I guess you could do that with this one too if you do want to. Find some ooze somewhere, find the kid, something like that. You could do that. But of course, arms do go around on him. No bicep cuts. Single jointed elbows, a little side-to-side action. Hands removable, back forth, side-to-side. Of course, waist articulation, we're used to that. Legs do go up, side-to-side. You do got side-to-side at the knee, single jointed knees. Ankles up, down, side-to-side. Usual articulation there. But it's pretty much just a repaint. That's all it really is. But it's glow-in-the-dark, so it's fancy. And we know Super 7, they are never turning down a glow-in-the-dark opportunity. We know that. We've seen it with the Turtles line multiple times. Thundercats, we've seen it with a lot of different toy lines from Super 7. And it's a fancy way to get the most out of your molds at the end of the day, which we do know. But we definitely have some differences between these two. But truly, at the end of the day, the same figure just comes down to, are you completist? You need both of these, or pick your poison. You want regular? You want glow in the dark? Which one do you prefer at the end of the day? Only you can answer that question. But for me, had to have both of these. You guys know how I do over here. But let me know your thoughts in the comments on old Muckman and Joe Eyeball. You pick up both of these, long game, no game, one or the other. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, including early access to all YouTube channel videos. They're over there on Patreon for Patreon members. You also get a part of monthly giveaways, monthly Q&As, all kinds of stuff. Pizza stuff, dog stuff, you name it. Best of all, you do support the channel as a Patreon member. You can also support the Patreon, of course, at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget, over at Barnes & Noble for the exclusive hardcover edition. Amazon softcover, that's where I recommend getting it. It is my new book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Classic Superstar Series. Almost 700 pages of everything and anything Classic Superstars. Thank you guys and gals for all your support. If you do want an autographed copy, reach out to me on SirPaul64 on the X, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and also that on Threads, and we can work out something for an autographed copy if that is what you're looking for. Once again, thank you guys and gals for all the support of the book. But of course, for Muckman and Joe Eyeball too, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.